players. We need different players and also high quality players. It doesn't shock me. This is football, and it's sometimes some of the mechanisms when you play against a team that wants to defend really low in the block. I think first half it's so difficult to break them down. I think if you guys watched the game from last year, the 2-2 game was more or less the same picture. 10 guys defending outside their own box, and it's so difficult to break down. I'm still disappointed that we didn't make more effort to break them down in the first half. I think only Kelvin, more or less, Igor also a bit in the first half was the only threat we had. Too many bad, wrong decisions, and then we ended up with some transitions against, and that's definitely where we need to do better. We need to try to bring more speed into the game, more quality individually, and that's definitely a challenge for us. I'm not thinking about a time frame. When are we ready? Is it 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, or 3 months? I have no idea. My focus is now. That's every day I wake up and go to 1908 is to get a performance in the weekend and to get a performance in the day, in a good training, develop, help the boys as best as possible. And we know when you're at Feyenoord, you need to win every game. It doesn't matter if it's in 3 months or 6 months. We still have to win every game that we play now, and that's the pressure we have, and that's how it should be, and that's why we're all at Feyenoord, because we enjoy this. So I'm not looking at or asking about the time frame, have patience or whatever. No, you don't have that in football, and definitely not in the top teams. You need to perform, and that's what we're doing right now. I think it's obvious we miss some quality on different positions. We're also vulnerable today with a couple of injuries that made us struggle a bit. That is football, and that's what we need to deal with. And still, I expect more from us, and that's also why I told them in the huddle afterwards, we need to step up. We need to do better. There's no excuses for us. We're Feyenoord. Then you can at least push some tempo into the game and some speed into the game and win your duels, which I don't think we did in the first half. Second half was better, even with the 10 against 11. But overall, we need to do better for sure. I think we got quality in the midfield for sure. Quinten is slowly getting there. He had a tough day, despite he scored a goal today. But he's definitely one that I know has the quality to play there for sure. He's still struggling to get the physical capacity into his system due to the pre-season that he had. But he's definitely one of them. Ramis is an international. We saw Kevin coming into today, who also will hopefully have a big impact for us in some aspects. So I think we have the quality in that midfield, but today was not the midfield. It was a lot of things, and definitely when I looked at it, the individual actions on the sides. 4-3-3, you need some good wingers that can challenge. You need some wingers who can set the other players up, and we missed a little bit of that quality in the first half, despite Calvin and Igor did quite well in that aspect. It's always disappointing when you end up with a red card. It's the name of the game. It's a 50-50 situation where unfortunately Ramis comes late. That's the decision we have to accept. Obviously we were trying to push at that time and try to go for the win as well. So it's part of the game, and Ramis felt secure enough to stay on the pitch and play with a yellow card. And today we got punished in that aspect. But that's part of football. We got good players and we got good quality. But we're also here to compete for championship and also to compete in Champions League. There we need different elements, we need different players, and also high quality players. Yeah, I am. But of course we can always sit afterwards and look at the opportunities that Ueda had in the last period of the game, and Santi is fighting to get the chances. But both of them are internationals, and they got quality. It's sometimes small details that gives them that goal.